Yo, what's going on, and welcome back to some more Elden Ring. In the last two, we've gotten a little bit distracted from our exploration of Volcano Manor, or at least the exterior of. Previously, we found here a spell from Sorcerer Azure, which was Azure's Glintstone? I don't remember. Something like that. But anyways, we found that spell, and that let us do Sellen's quest line. So we did that all through, and that was 2 episodes ago. And then last one, we were exploring some more, and we found the hero's grave for this area, the Gelmir hero's grave. So that took us a lot of time, and then we also did a little bit more exploring. We went from here over to here, and then found this merchant, cleared all this, found this volcano cave that we didn't do quite yet, and we found the 9th Mountain Gelmir campsite. And we also did one of the Volcano Manor requests, which unlocked this one, and then Patches gave us his request as well for this one. So those are all the things that we have ahead of us. Now, there's two things I wanted to check. First of all, last time, was it last time or was it the time before, we killed a magma worm, and it said it unlocked something at the Cathedral of Dragon Communion. So we're gonna go check there, see what it actually unlocked. Because he wasn't a named, like, he was a named enemy, but his name was just Magma Worm. And we fought a Magma Worm previously who did have a name, which was Magma Worm Makar, but he didn't give us anything special, so I kind of wonder why this one did. Maybe we just, like, killed all the Magma Worms and that's what triggered it. I think that's the third Magma Worm we've killed, so. Anyways, let's take a look. Okay, so we have Magma Breath. Yeah, this seems like something that you would probably get from killing all the magma worms in the game. One of the incantations of the Dragon Communion transforms caster into a worm. To spew Magma Breath allows one follow-up attack. Those who have performed the Dragon Communion will find their humanity slowly slipping away. Once they fully succumb to their fate, they are left no more than worms that crawl on the earth. Interesting. So what are we still missing here? We have X6 Decay, we have Agheel's Flame, we have some Smaragd's Glintstone Breath, that one's always hard to say, and we have Grail's Roar, so we're still missing the Ice and the Claw. Alright. So, the other thing that I wanted to do is, while kind of looking at Volcano Manor stuff, I was checking to see, make sure like we were progressing everyone's quest correctly. And I realized that there was someone, this guy right here, this Blackguard guy, he technically has a quest, but we have not progressed it at all. There's not really that many steps to it as far as I know. I think the only thing we have to do to progress his quest to the next area is buy a prawn from him. And if we do that, he should become our friend and we should meet him later again. And we haven't done the thing that would skip his quest yet. Oh, I don't have any monies. Hold up. Wait, I could sell things to you. Whoops.
Maracas.
Sell one of these.
You're tarnished too, ain't you? Can you see it then? The guidance of grace, I mean. I can't see it at all no more. Makes no bloody sense anyway. Why some no-name shithead like me should get called to the lands between. Cruel bloody joke, you ask me. Maybe something went tits with it. Maybe it's been broke for a good long time. The Erd Tree, I'm saying.
Yep, the Erd Tree's broken.
Someone with a taste for brawn I can trust. We'd make good mates, I reckon. I'll be seeing you.
And he gives us a gesture. So,
Maracas tit.
I think that should be it. Should be all we have to do to progress his quest. Now he should be somewhere, or we should see him again somewhere in Lindell, hopefully. Yeah, he's gone now. So hopefully at some point we'll meet him in Lindell. We haven't done very much in Lindell, so... Oh, yeah, he's right there. I'm surprised he showed up on the map immediately, but... Yeah, okay. So, mission accomplished. We progressed his quest. So we don't have to worry about any of that. Now, I still don't know where to find the torch for this. If we don't find it soon, I may have to look it up, because otherwise we're going to start passing this area. What should we do first? Should we do the catacombs, or should we do these 2 missions? Should probably do... that's tough. Catacombs first, I think. Because Catacombs is a place where we could lose all of our runes. Whereas I think fighting those guys, we could always just recover our runes before fighting them again, so... And if we fight them first, then we'll get a whole bunch of runes from them, which then we're going to take into the catacombs with us, and you know how it goes. Alright, so... This area had a whole lot of demi-humans. What's this called? Volcano Cave? So it's in whatever this, so I guess we're under a volcano, maybe? How do we want to fight this? Just run in and kill them all? Yeah. I probably don't need to... Yeah, I don't need to be doing the power stance attack. Because these guys are fairly weak. Alright, so what are our options for paths here? Came from there. Got 3 paths. Really? 3? I hate it. This seems like the most hidden one, therefore the most optional. Okay, so this has a point of no return. We'll keep that in mind and see if we either end up at the bottom of that or have to go that way. I have a feeling that's gonna lead there. Oh, is this just a drop? Okay, this is just immediately a point of no return. So that other one seems better because I think they take you to the same place. But the other one won't put you under the enemies, it'll put you right with the enemies. Whoa! I did not realize that was an enemy. I thought it was like a tumbleweed or something. Oh, hello. Yeah, that figures. Let's do it. I like if we could, on these big guys, if we could get 2 of the power stance attacks, that's enough to frostbite. Okay, we ended up down here anyways, huh? I guess all 3 paths led to the same place. So, but okay, there's the boss. If we want to go up there, we gotta go the far path to the right then. And I guess we can check out that drop down, but I'm pretty sure that's just the same place. So it turns out this one was probably the best path to take. Because you could have probably... Oh, there's a secret cave up here. You could have probably assassinated some of the enemies. Oh, you actually could just barely see the boss fog if you, like, move the camera like that. So, but there is a cave here. I feel like there wouldn't be any illusory walls here, but could be wrong. What's in here? Lots of guys. We just go. Oh, I didn't. Are you the last one left? You appear to be the last one left, sir. Yeah, my strategy pretty much came to try and one-shot that first guy through the crates. He did not get one shot because I think one of my swords missed. Coil Shield. A small shield causes poison bleed up or build up. Armaments designed for gladiatorial combat rises above its peers as a particularly showy specimen. The sculpted bronze snake is a poisonous breed, boosting the wielder's resistance to poison. Viper Bite. It has a unique skill. Give the shield a quick shake to temporarily bring the bronze viper to life, inciting it to lash out and bite foes. Interesting. So a unique shield is in here. Alright, so might as well just check that other drop down, because it did have a little ledge that we can land on. It should be... I don't know where the ledge is. The ledge is like right there. It seems like it might be a deadly fall, but we'll try it. We could always just run past everyone. Let's walk up to the boss room first. Because if we are just in the future going to run for it, assuming that this fall is going to kill us. Alright. So, back up we go one last time. I don't think the fall will kill us, but we'll find out. Okay, it just throws you all the way to the bottom. But I think that maybe the little sliding part makes it so you don't die. So that's definitely the worst one to take. If you take that one, you're in the thick of it. The big guys right there cutting you off, and the other ones are jumping on top of your head. Demi-human Queen Margot. I would like to heal. Thank you. Ow. Jar Cannon. This attack does lots of damage, and the fact that the only requirement is to first buff your weapon, or like the minute-long buff that this gives, this is just so good. It does burn a lot of stamina though. How long is this buff? It doesn't feel like a minute. Is it a 2-minute buff maybe? Because I think we decided that the Wondrous Physique buffs were 3 minutes. I didn't watch the clock when that boss fight started. Okay, it's off. That could have been a minute. Because our boss fight was fairly quick. Alright, I found nothing. What did we get? Crap. Luckily, we could do this. A fancy new tech that we learned to be able to see new things. It was a weapon, right? Oh, wait. Do you have to sort every single one again? Oh. Oh no. Wait, what did we get then? Oh jeez. I'm trying to think. I just don't remember. It wasn't that. We already had that. No. Pressing all the wrong buttons. What did we just get? A shield? No, the shield was the... Oh, we got the cannon. That's what we got. Jar cannon, which uses explosives to fire great bolts. Deals great damage, but is slow to reload. Experimental firearm brought to the assault on Volcano Manor, where it was discovered that no one knew how to use it. Alright, fair enough. Okay, assault on Volcano Manor. So we beat Volcano Cave. So now we should go do those 2 missions. I'm trying to think. There's so many things I want to do right now. Like, one of the things we need to do... Get rid of this marker. One of the things we need to do is we need to go here, right? Great Waterfall Crest to continue Fia's quest. One of the things we need to do is we need to go back here, try and unlock Chalona's Rise, which I think is kill these 3 dragons. And I don't remember, did we actually skip this Everjail, or did I do it? I remember I had a lot of runes, so maybe I skipped it at the time. Because I had like all the enemies in this entire area dead, and I didn't want to bring them back to life until I finished exploring everything, so maybe I did skip that Everjail. That would be the first Everjail I've actually skipped. Intentionally. I think there's an Everjail somewhere down here in Caelid, where I put this marker. I think it's somewhere around here that I missed on accident. But anyways. So, if we do these, where would be the best place to come from? Probably this tunnel for that guy. So this is my mission. Why don't we do Patch's mission first? Which will come from the Magma Worm boss room. I don't know if his sign is going to be down where all the bats are, or if it will be in a more accessible location. And again, I'm pretty sure there's no downside to doing this. Except, like, oh, he's just in the boss room. So, like, this guy has helped, or has been an option to help us with fights. This was one of the fights that he could have helped us with. Maybe fighting him will make it so he can't help us in future fights, but we're not using NPCs anyways. So it shouldn't be a problem. Let's go take him on. I like that it's in, like, a area with no enemies. Wait, really? Wow, that didn't hit. Oh, that sucks. Ow, his crossbow hurts a lot. He's frostbitten? And he one-shot me. Are you for real? How did that not kill him? Only one of the swords hit. It makes me more... I must have had no stamina. Because, I tried to attack before that. Before he did his move. I must have not had stamina. Because it did not attack. Alright, let's try that again. That was highly unfortunate. Man, that move does a lot of damage. I think it can hit you multiple times, which is what happened. Yeah, that's the one problem with this. It burns so much stamina. Oh, I got stuck on this rock. Lame. He just didn't dodge. Maybe that's a thing that NPCs do. They stop rolling all of your stuff as much if they're frostbitten because they know it's gonna use up their stamina. Could be a possibility. Because it seemed like he did that the first fight too. Okay, and then we get all this guy's gear, the bull goat armor. He was not worth very many runes, by the way. He was worth less than 2,000. Okay, where is it? Right here. Great horn Targos helm adorned with a gold bull goat motif. Provides high poise. How much poise are we talking? 15, holy. Targoth is a famed knight of assistance. Countless Tarnish facing adversity in the lands between have survived thanks only to the great horned one's aid. Oh, so he's like a sun bro? And we killed him? Great Horn Targos armor covers its wearer with a pair of giant horns providing staunch poise. This gives 47 points. Holy. This guy is like shoot, Havel. Yeah, this guy's like the Havel of this game. Tragoth is a famed knight. Okay, yeah. Wait, can I switch? Yeah, we can switch like that. I don't need to keep going through everything one by one. Adorned with bull goat, provide high poise. Gloves give 10 poise. I wonder, maybe we should wear the gloves. It's a pretty popular thing in Dark Souls 1 to wear Havel's gloves. I don't know. I've always been between Havel and Havel. Who knows? But to wear his gloves just for like the poise and benefits that it gave? Can we wear these? I guess they're not really better. I guess maybe they are better? Oh, right, they ruin our sleeves though. These probably ruin our sleeves as well though. But lots of good resistances on there. Plus 10 poise, which is pretty much more poise than I'm running to begin with. I'm running 5 I'm running 5 poise on my whole build. Should we go with these? I feel like these kind of look cooler, huh? You got like the blue crystals? I mean, we're just pretty much playing Fashion Souls at this point anyways. What's my resistances? It makes them all negative though. Oh, good. I guess they're all except for slash were negative with these. That's whatever. It's not like taking 2% more damage is gonna matter very much. Alright, so let's go do the other mission. Because I think we need to do the second mission to actually be able to start Raya's quest. And we also need to do the second mission to be able to do Bernal's quest. So doing both. And then we'll try and explore Volcano Manor. And then maybe we'll go do those side things that I talked about before we do the third part of the Volcano Manor quest. Oh, I was like, there's no elevator here. Probably wrote it up the last time we were here. Which just tells me that if there's a chance we could die to this guy, we should probably send the elevator back down, because this is where we're going to respawn it. Alright, so we just don't want to aggro you, preferably. And supposedly, the sign should be in this little canyon here. There it is. We also gotta remember, we got magic. Invade O'Reilly the Idol's world. Are you a page? You fight like a page. Oh. I didn't dodge. Uh-oh. He uses the Scarlet Rot Dagger. What? I tried to roll there, but it didn't work. That guy was a little bit scary. His bolts also did a lot of damage. Were his bolts Scarlet Rot? I guess maybe they were. Crepus's Vial is a talisman. And he has black key bolt. Oh yeah, the black key bolts are the Scarlet Rot ones, I think. Where are they? Yeah, rot buildup. I think he was using those. Well, he gave us those, so high likelihood that that is indeed correct. Where is the talisman? This. Eliminates all sound made by the wearer during movement. Small mysterious bottle with a dark mist sealed within eliminates all sound made by the wearer during movement. A ritual implement used by Round Table Hold assassins. There was a time when Tarnished, who had strayed from guidance, feared nothing more than utter silence. Interesting. So, now let's go ahead and go back to Volcano Manor with those done. So we could turn it into Tanith, and then go tell Patches that we did his thing. And hopefully everyone else should now have their quests available. No, I don't really think we're doing anything with Dialos. I think he just kind of is here for a little while. He's having like a mental crisis.
I see you've performed another task for us. Here is your usual reward. Please, take it.
The usual reward is a unique weapon?
Now,
Okay.
perhaps the time has come to tell you of the true ruler of this manor, Lord Rykard. The Erd Tree blessed the Tarnished with grace, but it was all too meager in the face of the enormity of their task. The Tarnished were forced to scavenge, squabbling for crumbs, like the Shard Bearers vying for power in the wake of the Shattering. Our Lord, indignant, has refused to scurry about, fighting over what miserly scraps they allow us. If the Erd Tree, and indeed the very gods, would debase us so, then we are willing to raise the banner of resistance, even if it means heresy. We at the Volcano Manor, under Lord Rykard, have sworn no rest until it is done. If you follow this heroic path, one day the Lord will see you, The Lord's visits with our champions are always a spectacle. It cannot come a day too soon.
Oh, we could talk about Zarias' form, which is Raya.
Did you see her? The girl, Raya, with her true face. Well, if she confided in you the name Zarias, then perhaps it is not my place to speak. But as her adoptive mother, I ask of you, please be kind to her. Look after young Zarias. Her true visage belies the purity of her heart. Honestly, I hardly deserve the sweet child. Please, her true visage. Please, her true
Okay, hold on. Let's look at that weapon that they gave us. Where is that one gonna be? Curved sword, maybe? It looked fairly small. Not a curved sword. Oh, here it is. It's a katana? Ooh. Causes poison. Sinister katana modeled after a serpent bone. The densely packed row of spines that jut away from the cutting edge are coated in a lethal poison. Ooh. Double slash, skill of a superior swordsman. Perform a crossing slash attack from a low stance. Repeated inputs allow for up to 2 follow-up attacks. I don't think we have double slash yet. I think that was a move that special katanas had in Dark Souls 3, though. That one's pretty cool. What are we missing? We're missing Dex for it. Alright. Fair enough. Although, I'm looking at it here, and you see like there's that Ash of War symbol next to weapons. This one doesn't have it, so maybe you can't change. Even though it's not a unique skill, you can't change this thing's Ash of War. Let's go sit down. Reset everybody. We can check the Ashes of War real quick. See if that's true. Yeah, it is not in the list here, so you cannot change its skill.
If you follow this heroic path, one day the Lord will see you. It cannot come a day too soon. If you follow, it cannot.
So something's up with Rykard, though. Like, I assume he eats the champions, if I was gonna take a guess. Because that one weird ghost dude who said we had to kill him was saying he's a giant serpent.
Welcome to Patches. You hunted down Tragoth? Are you certain? No, it's quite all right. Fine work indeed. I'll give Tanith the news. Have some rest, by all means. Steam. Try to find.
There's nothing good in your inventory. I already bought it all. The other thing I was curious about. So this is the finger we got from this. I wonder if when the Volcano Manor is beaten, if we get to keep that finger or not. Yeah, let's go see if Patches has anything to say.
Hello again. Sharper than you seem, aren't you? I was just holding on to it for you, you know. Here you go. The reward for hunting Tragoth. All yours.
Magma Whip Candlestick.
Stingy little. Try to find.
Where the heck is that guy? Is that a whip? I mean, it says whip in the name, but also says candlestick in the name. It is a whip. The picture looks all weird. It looks like it doesn't really belong in this game. This ritual implement is a 3-pronged candlestick with solid flames formed of magma of Mount Gelmir. When wielded as a weapon, the flames become supple whips of lava. Unique skill, Sea of Magma. Swing a molten whip overhead to temporarily cover the surrounding area in a sea of magma. Hold to continue swinging the whip. Hold up. That's... It looks so fake. We can't swing it in here anyways, so I guess we'll just put it away. It looks like a toy. Alright, so the ghosty dude is gone again. Might as well grab our next mission.
It's just as my noble brother says. I'm a complete fool. I can't believe I thought I could become a champion.
If I understand correctly, the next target is his brother.
No, what an easy mark.
Red letter. Oh wait, this is not where they are. A written request from Volcano Manor disclosing the name of a tarnished to be hunted. As the final request, the letter is vivid red. Juno Hoslow, Knight of Blood. He can be found in the mountaintops of the Giants. Find the red marker on your map for the exact location. Okay, so can we see the red map? Oh my gosh, it's so far away from anywhere we've been. Okay.
Look at you. A recusant through and through. I knew you had it in you. Take this.
Letter to Bernal. Wait, is he having us do his quest too?
A special invitation to hunt some of the first tarnished who sat at the round table hold. If you should accept, I'll next see you on the field of battle.
So we get to fight with him.
You're still alive.
We should buy his things, because I do not know if he is going to die.
Well,
Alright, so where does this letter take us? Request from Volcano Manor addressed to Bernhall disclosing the names of two tarnished to be hunted. Vagram the Raging Wolf, Errant Sorcerer Wilhelm. We've seen both of these names. I thought weren't these two the ones that like fought each other? Like one of them imprisoned the other one or something like that? Both men can be found in the royal capital of Lindell. Find the red mark on your map for the exact location. Okay, that is very close to where we've been before. Oh. So that's the area we got teleported to. I wonder if this reaches them or not. So I think... Which direction did this go? There was like an elevator here that we couldn't use. And we walked this way to fight that giant. So... we can't reach that yet from there. We're gonna have to advance further from here first. What was the other thing? I want to go talk to Raya. Oh, and Hoslow. Or Dialos. Hoslow.
Perhaps I am a no. What an easy mark. Perhaps I know. It's what an easy mark.
As far as I know, you can still do his quest even if you kill his brother. Don't think it messes anything up. Hey, Raya.
Oh, it's you. Forgive me. My mind never ceases to churn of late. Well, I know I can trust you. I saw something slithering in the pitch black of night. It entered the room next to this one, and never came out. If I'm not mistaken, it took the form of a serpent, just like me. Does the Volcano Manor hide some secret that Lady Tanith has kept from me? I realize that I shouldn't impose, but if you discover anything, would you please share?
But we've already gone down that path, so...
Really? Oh, so there was a secret after all. Oh my. Lady Tanith, my own mother, has deceived me. Was I not born by the grace of a king?
I have no idea on that one.
Lady Tanith, was I not born by...
Okay, we might have to reset her real quick. Also, we might be able to talk to Tanith about it.
If you follow this, it cannot... She said that. To you. I should have known something was wrong. The signs were clear enough. Well, Zarias has placed her trust in you. All the more reason I must tell you that some things are better left unknown. Besides, no one should be blamed for their heritage. Think about it. We are resisting the ways of the Erd Tree itself. What matters one's lineage in such a crisis? Zarias has placed her trust that some things are better left.
Okay.
That some things...
Let's go talk to her about it. Oh, this guy's back. I don't understand what causes him to be here or not be here.
Worthy tarnish, it is the run it.
Also, I don't know if we actually need that weapon. Like, you needed the storm ruler to kill.
Lady Tanith, was I not born by the... Lady, was I not born by the...
Okay, hold up. One more reset because we don't seem to be able to advance our dialogue at all. Talk to Tanith as well.
If you follow this, it cannot...
Nothing to do here.
Lady, was I not born by the...
Okay, I think we need to find an item to give her now. I'm pretty sure it's in Volcano Manor somewhere, so we'll get there. So, what was I gonna do next? So the two missions are kind of out of our reach at the moment. So let's start here. Let's finish up the outskirts of Volcano Manor. So here we got two possible paths. Now, the other thing is that bridge. Okay, I kind of had a theory that maybe I could use that wind to jump all the way down there. That might be a bit of a stretch. So you don't take fall damage for those jumps. Well, first, let's just try jumping up and seeing what happens. Okay, so that takes you here. To a full-grown falling star beast. Oh. Okay. I didn't realize he worked like that. Or he could just track me from across the map with infinite skills that I don't know the timing of. That's unfortunate. Well, I guess let us defeat him first, huh? That's tough. Oh. Really? Ouches. I like how we have the exact same fall animation. That didn't hit his tail. Just a normal enemy, not even a great enemy? Okay, now we get his jaw, which is kind of what I expected from the first one that we saw. So his jaw was a weapon. What kind of weapon? Here. A colossal weapon. Does strike and pierce. It's also magic damage. I guess that all makes sense. Part of a falling star beast's jaw. Hard and shining black, fashioned into a weapon with a sharp point. This colossal weapon can skewer foes. Unique skill Gravity Bolt. Imbue the jaw of the falling star with a gravitational lightning, sending a bolt crashing down a short distance away. Can be fired in rapid succession. So, is this a dead end? No, it goes further that way. Nothing else here, though. There's just a lone tumbleweed in here somehow. I mean, why would you ever climb the ladder if you could do it like this? So do we want to try and jump off that way? Okay. I don't think this is gonna work. Doesn't go far enough. So then how do you get down there? Volcano Manor sure has a lot of lava in it. Oh boy. Okay, so we could not have gone this path from down there. We could only have gone this path from up here. It still doesn't reveal how the heck we get there. So this takes us straight to the front of Volcano Manor. We never really explored this side very well. Item down there. We need to get down there, huh? How? Oh, it looks like we're gonna have to start killing lots of guys. They are in our way. Start with the archer if possible. we got lots of damage. We got that gold seed already. Don't need to go down there because I already got that and fought that. We could go down this way. I don't know if we need to fight that big guy. I guess we probably should, just in case. Didn't even realize that guy was coming after me yet. So, any hints as to how to get down there? Oh, wasn't there... Hold up. This. I believe this Road of Iniquity should get us there. We never continued on that. Should take us to that dead end, actually, now that I think about it. It's right under us, which is where that should be. Still try fighting this guy, though. If he's aggro. If he's not aggro, then I won't fight him. He appears to be aggro. There's a message over there that I didn't notice. Maybe I did read it before already? We need to kill all these guys, huh? There's a lot of them. Uh-oh. Didn't expect him to notice me. I thought he was just kind of prowling. That almost went poorly. I don't know how that first hit. Oh, because I had the staff equipped. That's so weird. They like ready their second attack, but they don't do it unless you're close enough. I mean, it's a cool mechanic. It seems like a lot of bosses have that as well. Alright. Oh, okay. Hello. Let's fight. We're running away. Oh, he's got madness. Alright. Did not expect that. Still got one freaking archer. Where'd the archer go? Oh, he's at his feet. Are you kidding me? Wow, you're so cool. I got hit by a single arrow that staggered me into his full madness. That's annoying, huh? So we're gonna switch spawns to inside Volcano Manor, come out the front door, fight these guys. We don't need this marker anymore. We'll see if we can pick them off from behind. Last time we just kind of walked past on the side. They didn't care that much. But the marionette is just floating. Excuse me? Oh, he hit his own guy. Did he kill the other one, or what happened to the other one? There should have been a fourth marionette. I don't see a fourth one. He must have died. Ow. Oh, there he is. Ow. Please no. Not into this building. Oh, I tried to roll, but I ran out of stamina. It shoots behind him. Why does it shoot behind him? Alright, well that is a very annoying enemy type. Okay, what does this message say? I'm sure we've read it before, but... I thought this a mountain of fire, but I hardly feel a thing. I'll... Oh, that must be... like a message from Alexander. What it seems like. Okay, so we want to go to this. Fight our way to the end of this. And then we can finally move on to exploring Volcano Manor. We already talked to this guy. He's like, everything's so dry or something like that. Oh no, that was someone else. But we did talk to that guy already. So, that's another guy who spits death, huh? Alright, I hate it already. We activated that already. Yeah, it's one of those enemies that's gonna spit death at us, so... Which stat governs... Well, I guess just pick this one, because it's... We know that that one does death. We're gonna try and sneak up behind him, but he seems like one of those bosses, the mini-boss. type guy. Hello. That's annoying. So first, we need to figure out if we can summon to fight this guy. We're pretty close already, and I don't have a summon. It's gonna be a boss. How do we initiate against this? Alright, well. He was not a boss. Gave us a larval tear. I really prepped a lot for that, and then we just kind of obliterated him. He did get half of our death buildup, though, still. It was highly unfortunate. Well, I guess it doesn't matter, because we didn't take damage or anything for it. Now it'll just go away. So now we can just freely run past that guy, I think, in the future. Because he has been killed. Therefore, we know he has no drops. Very little stuff here. Oh, I could summon here, though, huh? Well, let's swap back to my healing talisman. Summon my Mimic Tear now. That way, I will get my health back. And he can get his health back when we get into some fights here. Ulcerated Tree Spirit. Oh, this decaying Erd Tree, minor Erd Tree, actually has something. Wish I had fire damage right now. Don't get thrown off the cliff now. That's gonna hurt. Alright. Wasn't that bad. Turns out he takes a decent amount of damage from frost. Not as much as fire, I think. I feel like fire would have done a lot more. Leaden Hard Tier and Cerulean Hidden Tier. Eliminate all FP consumption in a mix. I heard about this. A crystal tier forms slowly over the ages where the Erd Tree's bounty falls to the ground. The resulting concoction eliminates all FP consumption, however this effect is only brief and will quickly expire. I heard it's like, instead of most effects that are like 3 minutes, this one's only like 10 seconds. But could be really good for the one-shotting boss build, right? So this raises all resistances, boosts poise. This seems like a good PvP mix, maybe? Like using that to boost your poise. And then you'd probably go the stamina one as well. I don't know. I'm sure it matters what build you're doing. Guess we should drink this. Just in case we gotta fight something else. We know that there's a marionette at the end of the bridge. Which might be the only enemy left now. What else is around here? I mean, I'd expect at least a few more things here. What is a minor Erd tree, but it's like dead. So we didn't really figure out exactly what is burning everything, but it's gotta be the fire monks, right? That's the logical thing, but they burned a minor Erd tree? Doesn't seem like the Erd tree is like the thing here. Unless the Volcano Manor burned the Erd tree. Golden arrows. We already have some of those. Because the Volcano Manor is obviously against the Erd tree. Maybe the fire monks are invading because the Volcano Manor is against the Erd tree. Rostering fire grease. Okay, I guess that's pretty much it. We got 3 marionettes here. As long as I don't have to fight them all at the same time, I can deal with them pretty nicely. With these one-shots. Alright, what is the final item? Beast blood. Wow. How did this happen to a bridge? Especially because the bridge is very clearly attached to what it's supposed to be attached to on both sides. This is like a tectonic event that happened. Where that mountain decided it did not want to be on the same level as this mountain anymore. And it just split the bridge in two. Alright, well I see nothing here. So I think that's it as far as exploring. Wait, I saw some shiny light, but I think it might have just been... Yeah, I think it was just that flame flickering out in the distance. Due to draw distance or something. Oh, an item. So I think that's it. I think we got everything outside of Volcano Manor done. So are we going to start exploring inside Volcano Manor? I guess so. So where would be the best place to start? We could either start here, or we could start at the place that it sent us to that one time. I wonder if those two areas are going to connect. I mean, we know that we could see the area that we first got sent to from here. It's like, we got sent to like right here or something. And you can see it from down here. This might just be like a dead end or something. Why don't we start at this one? Because I like started to go down the path from this grace and then I decided not to. I don't remember what I saw, if it was like a drop down or something. Oh, we got so many runes though. Hold up, what do we need to level? We need 15,000. Might as well get rid of all of our runes. So if you're 1,200, make you 1,600. This is 2,000. pop 10 of these. So we still need 2,700 because we're too short. But might as well be 3,000. Or we could do, what am I thinking of? 7 of these? Get us another vigor level. Alright, so did previously go down there a little bit. Let's go investigate. And we went over there, got that item. Is that a dead end? I think it was, but let's go make sure. It's been so long since I've been here. Plus we know that lava doesn't hurt that much in this game. You can kind of walk through lava. It's not great, but unlike Dark Souls 1, where if you even looked at lava the wrong way without having that lava walking ring, you lost all of your health in like a split second. Do I have my healing over time ring on? I do. That'll be useful here because you're going to take a lot of just random chip damage from lava at times. Like that. Alright, so we made it like here. Did I give up when it was dark? Or I gave up when I saw this hole, probably, would be my guess. So is there a safer or less safe way? I don't think so. Maybe I did drop down here. Faintly remember being down here. This was like a boss, maybe? Like I saw this boss, was like, there's no way we're fighting a boss at this level. Did I go the other direction is the question. Lots of this budding cave moss. Maybe there is not another direction. Cage. Okay, maybe I did go here. I mean, two things that could have forced me to turn around are a one-way drop, or if I took the one-way drop figuring we could just teleport out, boss room probably would have told me that it's time to go. I really hope this isn't Rykard's room, because that would mess stuff up, I think. Please don't be Rykard's room. Okay. Not Rykard's room. Oh, hello. Please move. Oh, I couldn't move in time. Okay, it shouldn't kill me. Okay, I guess it will kill me. So how do you avoid that? If you get hit by it once, which the first time I couldn't avoid it because I was buffing my sword. And the second time, I guess I just rolled too early, because there was no avoiding that. I didn't think it could do that move just straight up twice in a row without any pause or any other moves in between. Kind of obnoxious. So we should do the sword buff outside then. Sword buff takes too much time where you're stationary. So we should go potion, sword buff, walk in, mimic. I got too much setup is the problem. Oh. Okay, but you die real quick. Oh. Inquisitors. Irandel? That's an interesting fight, huh? It's a spear. Does blood loss. Does fire damage. Scales off faith. Instrument of torture used on nobles behind the curtain at the Volcano Manor of Mount Gelmir. Its numerous spikes pierce the flesh, then singe the wounds with a flame. The smell of burnt blood induces despair in the victim. A candlestick conceived by a thorough mind. Charge forth. Okay, just a normal spell, or a normal spear ability. Oh, I can't use torrenting. Right. I was like, oh, we'll just ride out quickly. So, double Virgin Abductor fights. They were fairly weak. But I did get killed that first time to a combo that I did not know how to dodge. The funny thing is the first fight we literally didn't even deal damage to them. Abductor Virgin. Site of Grace. Where does this let us out at? Mount Gelmir. Wait, so if you go through the abductor path in Raya Lucaria, you end up incapable of going into Volcano Manor from there. It just kind of spits you out, and then you explore from here. Where did we come from? We came from the unsightly catacombs one at a time. So the paths are... No, not. We came from here. The abandoned coffin. Grand Lift of Dectus. And then the other place you can come out is here. Right above the Seathwater River. Which I guess you could then use the Seathwater River to get yourself... I can't remember. Did this get us to Volcano Manor? I think it did in some roundabout, confusing way. Because it got us here... all the way around here, all the way here, and all the way around here, this way, and you can go this way, then you go this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, then you're at Volcano Manor. So you gotta go all the way around it in a spiral to actually get to it. That's crazy. Alright, how much time do we got? We got enough time to maybe take a peek at this area then. Or should I go fight that Everjail instead? Because, I mean, we don't have enough time to actually explore this. So, let's go deal with that Everjail. And maybe if we finish that quickly, we want to be up top. If we finish that quickly, or it might already be done. Like I said, I don't know if I fought it or not. I feel like I tried it. And I either decided it was too difficult or I beat it and forgot to get rid of the marker. So we need to go that way. And then we could fight the dragons if if we can get this done quickly. Although they might be resistant to frost magic. We'll see. Why is this here? What purpose does this serve? Huh. I was trying to like look around. You can't move your sight as much as I would like. Okay, we didn't beat it at least. There is that. Good thing about Everjails is you can enter and then you have free time to buff before you start the fight. Electo Black Knife Ringleader. Oh, he's fast. Oh, right, I remember this. Ooh! Okay, yeah, I remember why I didn't fight him. Sure, let's do this for like the next 10-15 minutes. I don't know if I want to use dual greatswords against this guy. Man, I really thought that I was far enough away from that attack for it to not kill me there. It still did 2/3 of my health that quickly. I wasn't even close to him. The other thing is he can't be hit while he's walking in. Ow. Yeah, you just gotta like run and roll when he does that. He is really hard to hit. Oh, jeez. All right. Oh, I rolled too soon. I tried to sprint and then roll, but I didn't execute it correctly. This guy's so tough, what the heck? And he's so hard for me to hit with my greatswords. This might be a switch back to the straight sword time. They're just so crazy fast. Could also try casting spells. Do have a lot of pretty decent spells. Oh, come on, really? How did that end up right on top of me? Dang it. I literally went in for an attack, he jumped to dodge it, and then I rolled, and somehow the attack still landed right on top of my head and hit me twice. God, this guy is ridiculous. Mostly because like half of his attacks just one-shot you. Maybe we should do the dragons instead. I think the dragons are gonna be easier. We'll come back to this guy, don't you worry. It's just like, I'm not gonna beat this guy in 10 minutes, so... Whereas I could maybe beat the dragons in 10 minutes. That's just an adventure and a half right there. It doesn't even get you up anything. I don't really get the purpose of that. Are you kidding me? Can't fit between those two trees? Oh, you're so freaking tanky. Am I fighting two of you or just one of you? I think I'm fighting two, that's a problem. Okay, this is why I stopped last time, because this just killed me from miles away through a rock in one hit. And there was no counterplay. Am I fighting two or just one? I definitely don't want to be fighting two. I think I'm just fighting one. Sword does not seem to be... Oh, that really hit me? Can't believe that. Sword is not doing a lot of damage. I think for obvious reasons. Almost aggroed that other one. Oh, that's really bad, because if I get knocked off a torrent, I might die. Okay, I got one shot. Like I said, if I get knocked off of torrent, I might die. He did the flame breath attack, and because getting away from the flame breath attack, you want to go the direction he's facing, not behind him. I tried to go behind him. Torrent was weak. I jumped. Torrent immediately died, and if Torrent dies, you don't have iframes while you're on the floor. So I just got burned to death while I was laying on the floor. We need a better weapon. You think Sword of Night and Flame is going to do more here? They're just so tanky. Take ages to kill. Where's my stuff? How is it down here? Does that even make sense? Oh yeah, this does way more damage. So is one of the dragons missing, or no, there's still other. Run faster. Whoa, okay. He goes really fast, huh? Oh, that still hit. That's really bad. out of there. Oh, we're in the area where we could summon. Oh. I feel like I disagree with that having hit. It didn't hit me, but it hit Torrent, and that's a problem. Oh, I was going backwards right as you started that. Uh-oh. Got a little stuck there. Oh, he's inside the ruins? Excuse me, dragon. We need to talk about your chosen position at the moment. Okay, he's coming out. Do like fire breath or something. Not that one, but I guess it can hit you. He did a fire breath, but I was running away at the time. And you are in a terrible spot again. Really? That's obnoxious. Uh-oh. Really hope these guys don't respawn and you have to kill all of them in one life. You are right next to the other dragons. Come on. You really de-aggro? I will just come hit you a bunch if you go fall asleep. Uh-oh, I'm stuck in the wing. That could have gone badly. Well, that's not good. He did do the fire attack, and somehow my dodge worked. Oh, good. Oh, really, right as I turn around, you start the fire. Oh, okay, you hit me behind you. I see. Okay, one dragon down. Doesn't seem like they should respawn. So there's an item in here, though. Wow. Talk about a high-tier item. Well, let's go fight the one over here. That's already awake. Am I really gonna fight all of these? Guess so. Oh, okay. I guess this fight is already over. Don't know how you did that move and hit me with it. I need to heal Torrent. Don't remember where the Torrent healing item is here. Oh, we're running out of those, but I need them. We didn't even get to deal damage to him. He just straight up hit me with his first move. I feel like I got lucky there. The other dragon woke up for some reason. Not really sure why. Do you think this is one of those situations where it would be easier if we aggroed them all because they would hit each other? Or not mana, stamina. Uh-oh. It's the wrong way to run. Oh boy, this is a process. He reset again. Cut him to half, though. Didn't think he would do that move there. That was weird. Because he did it the wrong direction and just took himself across the map from me. What are you doing? You are a cheater. You're just spamming that move. Now you're off the cliff. What? I don't know how I'm supposed to do anything about that. I don't think any of my spells can go far enough to hit him. No, that didn't reach. Nothing I do reaches him. Well, I guess we start fighting this other one, and maybe that first one will reset, or we'll go fight him down there afterwards. Ah, what a bad situation. Okay. Initiating combat with them is far more difficult than it should be. Are you? I'm getting tired of this nonsense now. Can we not just keep using moves that take you to places that I can't reach? Okay, reset. Wow, that move sucks. At least at being long range, it sucks. He didn't even notice that I tried to hit him with something. Oh, wow. And I missed both. That sucks. No. He's just barely moving out of my way every single time. Oh, jeez. That's not good. I don't know how we dodged that, just by going the correct direction, I suppose. We went through his wing. That caused disaster. What's he doing? Just a slam down? Oh man, this is just too tedious. Probably also make sure I'm actually on my healing flask. Like, this terrain was not meant for you to fight. Wow. I got stuck on the rock. Alright, what now, mister? That's the right attack, but I was going the wrong direction. Oh no, that's maybe death? No, we were fast enough. Okay. Gosh dang it. All these rocks. Wow. Missed the second attack again. He's so cool. He just keeps doing the same. Oh gosh, I got stuck on a tree. He just did all three of his different fire attacks in a row. Come on. Back with more fire. Can't even get to him in time to punish it because he's so far away. What was that attack? Uh-oh, I'm stuck. Whoa. Okay. There's one more punishable attack than that, preferably. Okay, never mind, it worked out. Okay, we got one more, huh? Forget what I said about this taking us 10 minutes. It's taking much longer than that. So where's the last dragon at? He's still down here, huh? So we gotta go this way to get to him? He should be at half health at least, so... Where is that? I mean, we could just shoot him to death with arrows or something. Oh, we gotta run past Crystallians? Wow, I hate you. I mean, if they're gonna join the dragon fight, then I'm doomed. This doesn't seem like a better arena to fight the dragon either. What are you doing? Uh-oh. Keep getting stuck on things. Oh no, I went the wrong way for this attack. Okay, we got lucky. He's on top of a rock now. Gonna need you to come down. Come on, man. Give me a break. Oh, now you reset. Freaking turbo troll. We're gonna use this. Hopefully that'll give us the little bit of edge we need with stamina regen and stuff to get in a few more attacks. Finish him off now. Oh my gosh, this is making us work for it. Come on, let's get back to fighting. This is only the third time we fought. So far, the other two times you ran away. Just slam it. That's just his runaway attack. It doesn't even serve a purpose. Definitely getting better at fighting these. Oh, that's not good. We know, like, the you gotta get out of here moves. And we're getting a little bit better at forcing him to do moves that are punishable. Okay, why does it seem like the rise is not open? Well, let's go down there and check it out, huh? Ah, oh, jeez. That was a process. And we'll be back for that Evergel at some point. I don't have a good strategy to beat him. It seems like we just need to figure out how to dodge all of his moves or something. some of those moves are hard to dodge. They have very precise timings. And the problem with it is like, normally if a move has like a delay on it, you're usually, you could always just take the option of just get out of range of it. But these moves are like moves that he uses from far away that have a delay on them. And they close the gap. So, like, how do you deal with that? You gotta just learn the move, I guess. Okay, did this solve the puzzle? Seek 3 great wise beasts. This did not solve the puzzle. Well, I mean, I ran all around this thing in a circle last time. I'm gonna have to look up what the heck we're doing for this, because I did the thing that I thought we had to do. Maybe if I reload the area. You think the dragons respawn? I sure hope not. So, like, are all the turtles here? Seems like the turtles are here. I don't see anything special after that. So we'll have to look up this zone. Let's go peek down, see if the dragons are alive again. I guess they were just for dragon hearts? Dang. I thought that was the solution. Where the dragons were? Yeah. They are definitely gone. Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to look up Chalona's Rise, because all the answers that I have tried were not correct. Well, get rid of that marker, because at least that's done. So we finished one thing that was on our list. And we did all the outskirts of Volcano Manor. And we also did... Was it this one? The Subterranean Inquisition Chamber into the Abductor Virgin Room. So all that is done. Reminds me, was there another door? I don't think there was another path. I think this was the only path. Like, it looks like it could maybe connect to the rest of Volcano Manor, but it does not. So yeah, I think that's it. And we got here through like a series of drop downs. So. Alright, well, next time we'll be exploring more of the interior of Volcano Manor, starting from this prison town church. And hopefully that'll take us everywhere we need to go. And then we'll get to those other 2 quests that I've been talking about. And I'll look up Chalona's Rise and see what we are missing. Where am I going to take us to end? I guess we'll just go to the Round Table Hold. Easy place to go to end the episode. I can't believe it wasn't those 3 dragons. Are you actually kidding me? They seem like great wise beasts. we have anyone to talk to? Are you still there, Dung Eater? You are still there.
Journey to the two thing you may be.
Got nothing new to and we only have to kill Rykard and Morgott. The only two. Alright, well, we'll figure out what we're doing for the next one. We'll probably also... I don't know if I want to use the Dark Moon Greatsword. Like, it's doing fine in most situations. I just... doesn't seem fast enough for me. I like fast weapons, right? Anyways, we'll figure it out. Hopefully you enjoyed this one, and I will see you next time.